Welcome to EduRev. All right, let's be honest. Does the sight of those overlapping circles in a UCAT question kind of make your heart sink a little? Yeah? Well, you're in exactly the right place. I'm your teacher for this explainer, and we're about to turn that feeling right around.
You know that feeling, right? You look at one of these diagrams with all the circles and these wordy statements, and it feels like your brain just hits the brakes. Don't worry, you are definitely not alone. It's a super common hurdle for so many students.
Well, guess what? That all stops right now. Seriously, in just the next 5 minutes, I'm going to give you the exact tools and strategies you need to flip these questions from a weakness into a major strength. We're talking speed and accuracy.
Okay, so how are we going to do that? We have to start from the ground up. Before we get into any fancy tricks or shortcuts, we've got to build a rock-solid foundation. Let's decode what these diagrams are actually all about.
So think about it. What's the real goal here? The UCAT isn't just testing if you can see circles. It's testing if you can analyze relationships between different groups, understand the story those overlaps are telling, and, most importantly, translate confusing words into simple shapes, all while that clock is ticking down. Okay, now I need you to lean in for this one, because this is huge. If you remember only one thing from this whole explainer, make it this. It's the golden rule. Always add up the diagram region by region, never shape by shape. Why? Because if you just add the total of circle A to the total of circle B, you've counted that middle bit twice. You've double-dipped. The secret is to add up each little slice one by one. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. From now on, I want you to stop seeing 3 big circles. Instead, I want you to see the 7 distinct individual regions. You've got A only, B only, C only, then the overlaps, A and B only, A and C only, B and C only, and that sweet spot in the middle, all 3. Knowing these 7 zones cold is absolutely non-negotiable.
And here's where the exam loves to trip people up. It all comes down to one tiny 4-letter word, only. See, only in A means this little sliver over here, the part that has absolutely nothing to do with B or C. But if the question says in A, it means the entire circle, overlaps and all. Mixing these two up is probably the #1 reason people lose easy marks.
All right, so our foundation is set. You get the basics, now let's arm you with a powerful toolkit, some killer methods you can use when you're under pressure in the real exam.
Look at this number, 15 to 30 seconds. For the simpler questions, this is your target. I want you to start thinking of these not just as questions, but as time boosters. You nail them quickly, and you've just bought yourself precious time for the really tough problems later on.
Okay, what about those questions with a wall of text for the answers? Where on earth do you even start? It's simple. You find the shortest, easiest answer option, and you check that one first. The logic here is perfect. If it's right, boom, you're done, and you saved a ton of time. And if it's wrong, it was a super quick elimination. It's a win-win strategy.
And here's a pro tip to speed that up even more. Stop rereading those long, clunky sentences over and over. The second you read one, translate it into simple shape language. A phrase like students who take art and chemistry but not biology just becomes A and C, not B. It's so much clearer, and you're way less likely to misread it under pressure. Now, for those tricky questions where the answers are all different diagrams, your goal is not to build the right diagram from scratch. No way! Your job is to be a detective and eliminate the fakes. Pick the simplest rule in the question. Got it? Now scan the options. Which diagrams break that one rule? Get rid of them. Then just repeat with the next simplest rule. It's the fastest way to find the last one standing.
Okay, let's talk about traps. You've got to know that the people who write the UCAT, they know all the common mistakes students make. In fact, they build traps into the questions specifically to catch you out. But here's the cool part. Once you know what to look for, they're not traps anymore. They're just obvious. And this cable right here is your cheat sheet. The trap? Counting overlaps twice. Your fix? You already know it. Add region by region. The trap? Misreading only versus in. Your fix? You pause for a split second and confirm the exact region. Forgetting the none group, the number outside the circles? Your fix is to always check for it. See? For every predictable trap, there's a simple, powerful fix.
Wow, we have covered a ton of ground in just a few minutes. So, before we wrap this up, let's do a quick rapid-fire recap to really make sure these core strategies are locked in your brain.
Ready? Here we go. Your master summary. Number 1, translate words into shapes. 2, use elimination like it's your superpower.
3. Know those 7 core regions instantly. 4. Always start with the shortest answer. 5. If they don't give you a diagram, just sketch a quick one. And finally, focus on the relationships, not just the labels. You got it?
And that's it. That's the game plan. You now have the core strategies to stop fearing Venn diagrams and start seeing them as an opportunity, a place where you can confidently demonstrate your skills and pick up marks.
But listen, knowing the strategy is only half the battle, right? The real trick is executing it fast and accurately when that clock is ticking. And the only way to get that good is practice, practice, practice. That's where the EduRev app comes in. It's loaded with thousands of UCAT questions, plus detailed solutions and mock tests so you can perfect your technique.
So your next step is super simple. Grab your phone, head over to the Play Store or the iOS App Store, and download EduRev. Let's keep this journey going and get you to total UCAT mastery. Thanks so much for learning with me today.